all there is life, flowing life. There's no separation. God is life. The evolutionary movement that is impulsing you to grow and learn and experience is God. It's just God in motion. It's so simple. It's so basic. You don't have to think of it's just what is. So what we often do is we try to push the uncomfortable emotions away. So for example, shame. Many people are very unfamiliar with shame. They're not even aware it's arising in their present experience. So there's usually guilt and shame around maybe social circumstances, or maybe there's a pattern in which they develop a guilt and I'm bad towards themselves, and they fall into maybe depression or something like that. So it's important to see these patterns quite clearly so you can overcome them. So in my opinion, this is the only true way to actually overcome these things, is to become aware of them, feel the energy of them. So for example, shame. It's very, very heavy. And it's uncomfortable. But you know what it means? It means you're alive. It means you are alive. To feel fear, when have you ever felt more alive than when you felt fear? And you know, maybe when you were excited and joyful, but they're just two sides of the opposite spectrum. They're life, bursting into the moment. And you can't say, I just want one part of life, because literally, as soon as you do that, these other ones, you get closer and closer, and they want to come up more and more. Because you can't push away life. It just is. So whatever your karmic circumstances are, whatever you're dealing with, whatever it's sadness, death, dysfunctional families, it's quite normal. You're not alone, trust me. So what a lot of people do is we develop these mechanisms to numb ourselves from life. And the enlightened person, the master of life, they die into life. And I've yet to be able to do this. There are emotions that I'm so habitual at not wanting to feel that I can't even feel them. Some of the fear, the anger. So I was facilitating a transparent communication group, and anger came up in me, and it was beautiful because it really came up. But I was conscious with it. It wasn't like it took me. I had my anger, and I was shaky, but I was breathing. And some people told me that the anger was so powerful that my eyebrow literally did this. My whole forehead, my whole facial expression changed. So these are things that we didn't learn how to feel when we were young. They were seen as bad and unacceptable by our culture, and we were pushed to be happy. We want a happy society, and I just made a video about how our culture just wants the good, and there are many, we're not allowing ourselves to feel anything that's uncomfortable, and it's showing up in serious symptoms of crisis. So yeah, life. It's just life. Pure, unadulterated life. That's all there ever is the moment. So feel it. Feel the intensity of whatever is here. Don't have to push any of it away. And the practices are to become aware of the ways we push them away. In my opinion, through the shadow work. This is the work that I do.